Hey guys, it is Greg again. I want to go over the markets, Bitcoin, and stuff like that. Tell you some things that I was going over, and here I have the gold chart. Okay, so because there's all this talk out there, because the Feds are raising, is doing QT right now, quantitative tightening, and it's going to be raising interest rates and things like that, and that this is we're going into some sort of long recession, possibly. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that there's some games going on here. Just reviewing the chart. So here's the price of gold, and the reason I'm putting this on here is that in this area, some people are talking about a collapse or a big long recession, which I guess supposedly could be possible. I don't think that's going to happen. If you take a look at if you understand the system that we're in, and the system that we're in is not based on this. It's based on the dollar. Okay. They don't want people owning this, which is gold. They don't want people to realize that they can't control the value of this. So the value of gold is they can't devalue gold. So for example, if you had to borrow gold in back here in the beginning of the century, that borrowed gold would buy a certain amount of products. But if you have the gold over here and that's the gold over here, that ounce of gold will approximately buy that same amount of product. So if an ounce of gold over here bought, let's say, some nice product over here, and you have the same ounce of gold over here, it would still buy that same product, as an example. Okay, even though the product over here is $5 and now the product over here is $1,000. I hope that makes sense of what I'm explaining. But this right here, in my opinion, I don't think that the collapse of the United States economy is anywhere near being complete. I think this is going to continue to go on as long this whole cycle of gold right here. And I think the collapse is going to not even be in our lifetime. I think it's going to be somewhere out here, wherever this is, 2100 or maybe even 2200 or something like that, way out here. And once this is complete, that's when it's going to happen. We won't even be around, in my opinion, with this. This will just keep trending up, but it's going to be, the price of gold is going to be manipulated. It's going to just keep going up and up and up. Sometime near the end of the century, it's probably going to be like 30,000, as high as 100,000, and then this, and then it's going to be just, it's probably just going to do something like that. So, and then the other thing that I was looking at here on gold that, everybody was so sure that it's going to keep going up in price. Well, I mean, gold is just gone up, and now it's doing a correction. It's going to trend back up again. And, we're not going to see any moonshot of gold, in my opinion, to have like this indication of that there's severe problem with the economy. I don't see it happening, guys. Not now. It's just in a correction. Did this correction and did up on this wave, and it's the correction that's going to just keep trending up, And everybody was expecting this to do a moonshot because this was the end of the cycle or grand super cycle or something like that. I don't think that's the case. If you come back out here to the 1 month, that's going to happen right here. It's going to happen. It's going to be coming down like this, and this is going to be the moonshot of probably what everybody's thinking about right here, and that will be the end. That'll be the collapse, probably the financial collapse of the United States. Even though back here, so like if you're here and a cup of coffee costs you $1, and now it costs you $5, and then here it'll cost you $20, and then maybe here goes down, and then a cup of coffee right here will cost you $100 or something like that. The people that lived here, were born here, aren't going to know the difference. That it's from generation to generation. So I hope that makes sense. Like, people that lived here were here, and the coffee was 50 cents. These people that are born here don't realize that coffee was 50 cents. They just hear stories of it, but they just think coffee's $5, and then it becomes 20, and it's just not a big deal to them because of the inflation. And that's making me think about the DXY, why it was going up so drastically in this massive impulse move. And what it has to do is with the Fed that wants to make the dollar stronger against other currencies. Those is going up, and the dollar is actually getting weaker against goods and services in the United States. So this, I was looking at some stuff, and this is just a front, in my opinion. This is just a front to make people think good's going on, and that they're doing something for us. They don't care about us. So you have to throw that out the window. That's not making sense. That's just a front to probably, in my opinion, once everything's complete, I would say complete, once everything's done, then he right here is going to look like the hero in like probably 8 to 16 weeks or something like that, because things are going to get fixed now, in my opinion, because it all makes sense. So what does this have to do with Bitcoin? So I was looking at the charts and I said, can people that are doing this and studying this actually be this wrong? And then this is all going to change. And this is not 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's just going down into the fifth wave. I don't think so. If you're looking at it, it's like everything's coming together, in my opinion, to a perfect. Now, can it go down more to here? Yes, it could. It could go down to there, but it's still going to continue on its trend. Bitcoin is still going to continue on its trend, just like gold is. It's going to continue on this trend. They can't stop this. They can't stop. There's some things that you just can't stop. Now this could because it's an asset, but not this. No way. So it's coming in correction. I'm just looking at it, and to me, it's just too much of a coincidence that all this is happening. Even Ethereum, same thing. I'm taking a look at this going, wait a second, off a log coming in, it's right in the golden pocket. Just looking at other coins like Solana coming down into a correction. Even ADA or Cardano, I was looking at Cardano and it did this move here, and it's coming down, almost corrected into this 90% area. So in my opinion, what I'm doing now, guys, is that I'm starting. Now, whether this is going to swing back up and do a bust down here to 21, that's open to a debate. Nobody knows. It's just all speculation and a guess. But because of that, what I'm doing is I'm starting to nibble on some Ethereum, very, very low amounts, Bitcoin, and some, other coin, like Solana, that are strong coins, and going in and looking at some DOT and things like that. There's other coins out there too that, are looking pretty good. Like another guy was mentioning, looking at Phantom and stuff like that, which is a highly risky play. If you're going to do that, I would just be careful with a coin like that. Just because of what happened with Luna, that could happen with Phantom. So I would be very, very careful. Not to say that it will, but it could. And I would just be careful. Just looking at the USDC chart too, same thing. Everybody's going into USDC. Here's this third wave on the daily, and it's coming in to complete this, and eventually the USDC is going to be doing this. So at the end of the day, guys, I think what's going on is we're being and I'm sure most of my viewers that watch this realize this is because of this right here. We're being played. We're being played. It's going to come back, in my opinion, and there's going to be another like bull cycle, if you will, coming up to do the correction based off this data. And the data here, you have the DXY. Nothing drastic is going on in here. Gold's not going to be doing a moonshot because it can't. It's just going to continue to trend up, but it's not going to. It might go up like this. But there's not, the moonshot, in my opinion, is going to be over here when we're not even around, like this one. And that's when the issues are going to be. And then boom, it's going to correct this whole cycle or something like that. And this is just not to say that gold would be bad. It's just that, this is data on the price of it that's being manipulated from the paper trading and stuff. So that's when I think it's going to happen. I don't think any collapse is coming along. You know, could it get a lot worse from here on out over the next 12, 16, or maybe up to the end of the year? Yes, it could. But I think we're just getting played, you know, to scare people. It's just like scaring people and things like that. So that's my take on it, guys. You know, like I said, I'm starting to nibble a little bit on some of this stuff, and you know, just be careful if you're going to do that. You know, have stop losses. Can Bitcoin go from here down to here? Yes, it could easily. So that's a severe drop, you know, from 25,000 down to, you know, 15,000 or something like that. It could. So that's my take on it, guys. I just want to let you know that what I'm doing and what I'm seeing. Just studying the charts last night and going, you know, this just doesn't make sense. You know, they can't manipulate. They can manipulate a lot of things, and obviously they can do it to that. But there's just some things that they can't manipulate, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.